What is up, internet? It's your boy Tengu, and today we're going to be talking about an anime of the season. But before we get started, don't forget to like those videos, watch those videos, sub to the channel, and of course, keep hitting me up on the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And with all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be talking about an anime of the season that's intriguing. It intrigued me very much because it's kind of, it was advertised as one thing, but it's kind of has its foot in two worlds, and so I want to talk about it a little bit. That anime is called Kakushigoto, My Dad's Secret Ambition. And so basically what it's about, what it was advertised as, is a comedy about a father who's a manga artist, and he has not really itchy, but like kind of dumb humor almost manga. It's serialized, it's pretty popular, but he doesn't want his daughter, who he adores, to find out that he's a manga artist. So it's advertised as him living his life, raising his daughter, because the mom unfortunately has passed, and trying to keep this a secret from his daughter that he's a manga artist. And all the hilarity ensues with all the mishaps, run-ins when he's trying to stop, people from interacting with his daughter that know him as fans, things of that nature. So it's a really good anime, but it's weird, it's intriguing, because it says it's a comedy, and it is, there are parts that are very comedic, but there's also a separate, story beat going on that's really somber and kind of sad, actually. And so it's kind of weird and doesn't make you, you don't know quite how to feel about it. Because basically in the very first episode, in the very first 2 minutes of the first episode, you meet Hime. And Hime is the daughter of the story. The dad's name is Kakushi, and then their last name is Goto. So it's basically, there's a lot of supporting characters, but I'm going to be focusing primarily on Hime and Kakushi, the dad. So Hime is 17 years old, which in Japan is adulthood, I guess, much like here in the States, how you're 18, you're considered an adult. And has this key to this house. She goes to this island or this faraway village. There's a key to this house. She opens up the house and she finds out her father's secret, that the thing that he's hid from her entire life, that he was a manga artist. And that is the very first 2 minutes of the very first episode of the anime. And then they switch the story beats when she's a kid, 5 or 6, I think, and her dad is raising her, and he's trying to hide the fact that he's a manga artist from her, and all the hilarity and hijinks ensue. But from time to time, they always go back to that part when she's in this house looking through this stuff as an adult. And those parts are very somber, very sad-ish, kind of, where she realizes her feelings. She starts questioning herself, whether she how could my dad hide this from me those time? Or did I even want to know about my father in this way and how I did? Because as a kid, he just told her that he was a salaryman. So those parts are very somber and very almost emotion invoking, as far as damn, you feel for this girl, because she kind of feels a little guilt herself, because she thinks that she never even tried to know her father, and she realizes that all this stuff that her father actually did for her. I mean, there's a few beats in the story that's very, very important, because they talk about the mom a lot too, and things that the mom was trying to prepare for, because I think she knew the end was coming. And then stuff that dad had to pick up and kind of continue on. So the effort he put into being a good father to her, and they show those parts in the future parts. And then, of course, the parts that are set in the past when she was a kid are the zany, hijinks, funny comedy parts. So it's kind of like I said, it has its foot in two worlds. And it's intriguing because I want to know what happened to the dad. Is the dad still around? They imply pretty heavily what happened to the mom, so that's no mystery there. But this kid's older, are them trying to make you think the father's passed when he might not be? I don't know. I want to find out. So that's what's so intriguing about this. And of course, yes, when they do the parts when she was a kid, and that's the perspective of the dad, and the dad's trying to, stop her from finding out he's a manga artist because he's embarrassed that he has this wacky manga that he draws and kind of bear stuff, and like how he has to draw and his process, and you see his work environment, his building where he has all his assistants and stuff like that, and his editor, and you see all that side of it too. So you see the manga side of things a lot too, his work and how he does, and then of course the other half is how he's trying to keep it secret for Hime, and how he really loves his daughter, but it's just wacky and all these misunderstandings get into. And so that's what it was advertised as comedy, and that's why I watched it. But I was just surprised at the other aspect of it that's really kind of heartwarming and wholesome almost, and it makes you feel about it. So it was kind of a surprise for me. That's why I was like, ooh, don't know how to feel about this one. But overall, I'm gonna say I like it. I would definitely watch it if I were you guys. Remember, there's 2 parts, so and it's Japanese misunderstanding comedy. So if you watch a lot of anime, you'll know what that stuff is. So with all that said, guys, I want you guys to tell me what you think. Leave me comments in below. Keep leaving me comments on that Twitter and Facebook. Instagram's kind of like but I mean you can reach me there too. I don't get a lot of interaction on Instagram, but it's Instagram, so who cares? Twitter and Facebook seems to be where most of the interaction happens, and of course here on the videos themselves, I've been getting a few comments, and then I always, like I said, we're smaller, so it's easier to apply for that. But again, guys, just let me know what you think, and always remember, if you can't trust a random fat guy you met on the internet, then who can you trust? And everybody have an awesome, awesome day.